back! Hey! There!
It's likely not this, but I'm not sure what I was anticipating from the Tulsa King Season 2 finale. To say that Episode 10 Reconstruction delivers nothing would be a slight understatement. Yet it's amazing how many potential issues are skillfully avoided in this episode. Dwight was running out of barriers, as I mentioned earlier. This finale must create a brand new one, only to leave the reader on edge. Chickie is unable to throw off the equilibrium. I guess it's only fitting, but his death, unceremoniously shot in the back of the head by Bill, is completely unexpected, so it does have some shock value. It was unlikely that anyone, much less Dwight and Bill, would want to collaborate with him because he was a failure. However, you would think he would have fussed a little more. Fixing Untied ends. In Reconstruction, Cal Thresher is the first person on the agenda. He begins this episode with the belief that he has joined the group after betraying and deceiving Jackie in the penultimate one. He isn't, though. He is given a rather harsh ultimatum by Dwight. Either he returns to his life as a wealthy, non-criminal man and leaves Dwight and his endeavors alone, or he dies. Which one does Cal choose? You can guess. There is still a lot of money to be made, and Bill, who is tougher, wants a share. Additionally, he has a slight claim to a cut because his men assisted Dwight in defeating Jackie at the farm, but Dwight refuses to give him the 50% he demands. 25% or nothing. With reluctance, Bill concurs. Rest in peace, Chickie. Chickie starts arguing with even higher plane and wanting to meet Dwight as soon as he gets to Tulsa. Fortunately, Vince had already called Dwight to inform him that Chickie was on her way and to vaguely imply that it would be best for everyone if he didn't return to New York. Chickie's bluster and his blatantly false assertion that he will be the leader of the Invernizzi crime family at his side if he comes to New York and aids Chickie in overthrowing Vince don't pique Dwight's interest. With no bargaining leverage at all, Chickie pouts and goes to visit Bill. To be fair, Bill appears to be more open to Chickie's suggestions now, which makes sense given that he has previously been compelled to accept only 25% of Dwight's profits and doesn't much like him. Thus, Chickie appears to have discovered a way in, at least temporarily. Not so lucky. Chickie is shot in the head by Bill after they go to see Dwight together in an attempt to pressure him into a bargain. No quarrel, disagreement, or strained back and forth is present. Chickie is dead one moment and there the next. Bill gets his 50%, at the very least. The business world is growing. Dwight is now free and clear in Tulsa. Armand regains his position at the Fenario Ranch. Mitch is now managing Donnie Shore's used car store. He owns all of the cannabis business that was formerly owned by Cal and Jackie. And even Higher Plane is still doing well, with his information about Chickie indicating that he was actually trying to get rid of his former employer rather than reintegrate Dwight. Vince is still on board even back in New York. For the time being, he is okay with the status quo. Perhaps that will change as he adjusts to his newfound strength. When the episode ends, who kidnaps Dwight? Unexpectedly, Tulsa King Season 2 ends on a cliffhanger. In it, a group of well-equipped and heavily armed men seize Dwight and carry him to an unidentified place, where they inform him, "You work for me now." Who, though? The FBI would be a logical guess, although the reasons for this sudden interest in Dwight's problems are unclear. The Bureau was instructed to investigate his file in great detail earlier in the episode. Although we don't know for sure, the FBI is a very serious organization if they aren't the ones who took him. What makes Dwight desirable to the FBI? They might want him to act as an informant, or as an asset of some sort, which would be a fascinating development for Season 3, because Dwight would detest it, given that Bill and the Kansas City mob are probably the ones the FBI wants Dwight to investigate. It would also offer Bill a reason to continue his involvement.